You can call me Rusty. Oh, I'm not a car. I'm a spy from Mars. My mission? To scout this planet for... Oh, but let's begin at the beginning, shall we?
Please, thank you for this unsolicited testimonial. And now, by special permission of the Commander-in-Chief, me, here is Mars' first space explorer, Colonel Cosmic.
I can't tell you how happy I am to see your smiling faces once more. First, let me say that this trip was made possible only by our dauntless chief, Og the Magnificent. Ago, the master was having trouble with the state limousine. He had, of course, developed the explosive charge. But it was inclined to get a little out of hand, just slightly. And, of course, there was always the problem of friction. Parts rubbing together, heating up.
Idling there, just sort of gassing away with my new friends, when suddenly I was captured by a two-legs myself. It was useless trying to communicate, no intelligence. But I skidded into a situation that was really wild. There were beings who looked like me, called cars. But they were slaves to a race of creatures who had only two legs. Brutal. I looked around, and I found a kind of rest home. I slipped on a disguise and found a wavelength on which I could communicate with my kind of beings.
Man, I mean, like, you know, they drive us crazy.
We can't do a thing on our own.
Well, I mean, like, you know, some of the young ones, they're not so bad. They try. They got their driving schools.
pitifully few.
And you know that they have alert minds and good reflexes.
Still, we'd never get very far unless we helped each other.
Put out pride and envy by putting God first. We are our brother's keeper. We do unto him as we would have him do unto us.
Expedition into space to bring back the secret of how other planets got their state limousines to run smoothly. The target was picked with painstaking scientific accuracy. Destination, Earth.
Acetic acid. As acetic acid represented by the white dots burns, heat energy is released and waste materials eliminated. Thus, the liver is the one organ of the body where oxidation of alcohol to acetic acid takes place. So, except for small amounts of alcohol that escape through the lungs and kidneys, alcohol in the bloodstream remains unchanged until it can be acted upon by the liver. As the liver oxidizes molecules of alcohol,
Expedition into space to bring back the secret of how other planets got their state limousines. Oh, with what eagerness I volunteered for the mission, and with what confidence I took off. I took careful bearings and set out for my goal. It seemed no time till I was approaching a country of Earth called, the United States of America. I set her down like a feather. Seeing moving lights in the distance, I headed for them. What phenomenal luck! I had landed close to what seemed to be an endless procession of state limousines. They moved quickly, and yet with fantastic smoothness. I just had to get a closer look at one of those Earthmobiles.
And he steered me into situations that would make your engine boil. I beg your pardon. You first. And the things I saw on your highways. They all had the right of way. These two legs have a peculiar fluid, alcohol. You see, just a drink or two releases inhibitions but slows down reflexes. What a combination. Some of them even like getting loaded and blasting off in 2 tons of steel aimed for trouble. They rarely miss.
whereas only the liver oxidizes pure ethyl alcohol to acetic acid, any body tissue, as for example, the tissue shown here.
I found that in every single hour on this primitive planet, 4 of the creatures die in a car crash. And that there's been a fatal accident for every 1.5 miles of paved road. And in my mind, I kept hearing that voice we'd picked up on Mars.
All men are children of God. Christian love demands Christian concern for the rights of others.